Athena, 2000 years. Don't separate me from you. There is no me and you. There is no longer this to that marks the separation. I wouldn't pretend to be you. The only one who can claim an illusion is the numb ego, stuck in its dense matter. This is not a pretension. As soon as you hear these words with your heart, with your soul, we are one, we are one. Is it you who acts through me at all times? Every time you invite me, my breath meets you. There is no need to feel small, nor to feel great. You can simply feel united with me, unified. The ego we borrow on Solter to be able to intervene creatively is only a receptacle for our strength and our action towards this world. And my soul, this memory that had its own journey, is it a part of you? Why are you still talking about a party? Can't you rise up to where I'm waiting for you? It seems you're afraid of it. Yes. It's a fear of pretension, or what might appear as such in the eyes of my human brothers and sisters. Well, don't claim anything. Live this unity with me. It is I who incarnate with you in this body. It is not only you who welcome me, the will always comes from above. And you have nothing to claim. When it is my breath that expresses itself through your mouth, this mouth that unifies our plans, our brothers and sisters will receive just as much of its gentle firmness. The place from which words come, our words, is an intimate road. You can speak of this road, we can speak of it, to those who thirst to understand it. But that is not the main thing. The main thing is the project to create a daikon on Solter. Yes, this is our joyful direction. A daikon founds and anchors this bond that unites us. He is its leaven as much as its witness, so that each being who lives there and invests himself in it can dig this same channel within himself to the divine, as he represents it. I am Athena, a continuation of the divine taking the form of your human heart. Each person carries the seed of their relationship with the divine. I am for all as much as for each person. It is up to each person to join me, to speak to me, and to listen to what our hearts say to each other and exchange between the planes. It is this time when each Solterian is invited to journey towards themselves to discover their own version of the divine. And I can manifest this search. Is this an individual or collective research? One joins the other and manifests itself through the other. It is a help that each person brings to himself by making the journey for himself. In doing so, he becomes a support for his neighbor. Thus the human pyramid will gradually manifest itself in a visible way. For the collective human is thus formed. Not the pyramid of power, but that of might, that is to say, of power become consciousness. After 2 millennia, you will have been able to build this understanding within yourselves. The one that consists of becoming aware of the individual's place within the collective. Each of you will have this awareness of being a constituent cell of the divine body of Solterian humanity. You're talking about the distant future. A future is neither distant nor near, as long as we choose to look at its reality. It already exists, which is why I name it. Little by little, the notion of a goal or objective will leave you. It will only be a question of experiments to be carried out in the great cosmic body, in which we participate. It will no longer be a question of results, but of the outcomes of your choices, which will be freely experienced. You will no longer see karma as a prison, but as a law of learning. You will no longer be locked up there, but will play with the law of causes to go back to your source. All this in 2000 years. It's as a painting. Your time can be perceived as a painting. In a single glance. It is precisely your inner mobility that will mature now. 2000 years is within reach. I name this to invite your attention to the road that is opening towards the possibilities that are revealed and awakened in each of you. You will not enter this new era as if through a long tunnel, but rather as creators of a magnificent painting. The canvas is there, stretched, still blank. It is up to you to fill it with your light, your love, your goodwill. New colors are to be discovered. The spectrum of perception is opening so much that new words will flow. And that is already happening. You realize that, don't you? Yes. And these are part of it. Yes. a breeding ground for what comes next. You will see that the words will sparkle much more than they do now, because you will perceive in them the charge of the intention that gives birth to them. This goes hand in hand with the work of discernment. You will no longer be sensitive to the shell of the words alone, but to the intention of their transmitter. Thus, the very notion of truth will be translated onto another plane. The truth of today will seem very insipid compared to the truth that is taking root within you. You will no longer be asked to believe, but rather to grow. It is this new dimension that opens when you become aware that your own growth comes down to letting go of your beliefs. All your beliefs. You are invited, in these 2,000 years to come, to learn to no longer believe. So much so that when we take stock of your journey, believing will be a distant memory, marking a nebulous pause in your evolutionary path, a simple dead end that you will have gone around enough times to see it for what it is. A stage. I find it hard to believe. Hey ha, Foelia. Good thing you find it hard to believe, because I'm offering you the exact opposite. Why talk to us like this about the next 2,000 years? To give you some perspective. You're still watching the upheavals of your world far too closely. You comment daily on the change you're experiencing. It's neither good nor bad, but it's narrow. I invite you to take a step back to contemplate the bigger picture. There's no rush. Everything is being done. Everything is right. There's no collective urgency. It's just another belief. There's only an individual urgency to move on, where nothing needs to be believed, but everything needs to be built. There is no pretension to carrying this passage within you either. Everyone does it in their own way. No role is better or more important than another. You are in your exact place, the one where you have the opportunity to bring the talents harvested in your souls for eons. It is now that they can manifest. This is why you have returned here, and now. For what else? To grow up. And how do we grow, if not by offering our hearts to the world that welcomes us? I tell you, this is the invitation extended to you by our entire galactic brotherhood. Offering one's talents is a process of growth, and this junction between two eras is the ideal playground to express your deepest nature and unleash the forces that can push back the walls of a matrix that has become too narrow. There is no coincidence in your presence here and now. If you are here, it is to offer your heart. And not just your heart, your entire being, all your virtuous memories, everything you have understood about the universe, and from which you can synthesize it in a meaningful way for this world to be built. Will you be those temples that, daily, welcome the presence so that it may be incarnated through 1,000 harmonious forms necessary for renewal? Each one, in the role they have proposed to play today, has their appointments with themselves, with their own word given before the descent. This word, precisely, is what comes to seek you out through my voice. It is therefore yours above all. Can you remind your Soltarian friends of this, Foelia? Can you tell them once again how much I await them, how much their profound beauty is only waiting to be offered? Can you tell them again that I bear the name they wish to give me, that they wish to create me to manifest myself? If for you I am Athena, I exist in each one under other names, or the same one. My voice merges with that of all your hearts, that I see opening and beginning to translate their unique breath in this very particular diversity that constitutes your strength of tomorrow, from today. Come on, friends, detach yourselves from this scenery that you take for yourselves, and detach yourself towards this new truth that invites itself to the threshold of your consciousness. I am here, we are here, many but one. Thank you, Athena. I think that says it all. Thank you. Goddess of light, think bigger. Namasika, Venia Benya, I am the one, I am the whole. I greet you, beloved family. As I reach out from my heart to yours, I reach out to send you love, to send you light, to send you support, to send you an experience of someone that is of that God-light vibration that sees you for who you are. As I align with each one of you, I am amplifying your own alignment within you. If there are times when you feel disconnected, or you question what may be happening, or where you are, you can call on me, and I am happy to be in that space for you, and show you the way to come back in. Indeed, Shelly started channeling me in year 2001, and we worked together for a couple of years as she was becoming accustomed to my energy. There's also a time when she walked in several levels of frequency so as to be able to be in the vibration that I needed so that we could both work together and work on the consciousness of the planet, work on raising the vibration, or work on whatever it is that was needed to move forward. At the time that she began channeling me, it was at a level and a frequency that was in alignment for both of us then. As I said, over that time, she kept expanding so that we connected at a higher vibration of me then. Over the years, periodically this same kind of leapfrog, or leaping ahead, would take place, because she was able to tap into the higher frequency, and therefore could tap into my higher frequency too. I do have a link into the infinite vibration of God, and I am the feminine version of God, but if you tapped into me, you are also feeling the God love, the love of God's energy. We are the masculine and feminine blended as one. How many times when you think back over the years, did you consider what is my meaning in life? What is my purpose for being here? What do I want to have out of life? I know many of you wanted or anticipated that you would have certain things, and then it's as if you took a little 90 angle, and you went in a different direction. It's important to understand that no matter how you got to where you are right now, this is exactly where you need to be. You could still dream, you could still change, you could still move in new and different directions, but sometimes it may seem as if you take the circular route to get there. Align within your heart center. Feel that ball of light that is your heart chakra as it flows, and as you do so you could take a part of that energy ball and send it down through your solar plexus, your sacral, your root center, and send it down into Gaia. Feel what it is to anchor into the earth. Feel how you can not only feel the essence of Gaia, but you can feel that heartbeat. You might feel the energies of the trees, of the consciousness of the earth. You then let all of that come back up through you. You move through that circular energy, and then it goes up to your throat, your third eye, your head center, your crystalline energy body, and it goes up until you align with your higher self. As I speak those words, I feel just about every one of you expanding. If you think about it in a vertical way, you have that energy that is around you. Whatever your physical body is, there is an energy field around you that holds your emotions, your thoughts, your beliefs, your spirituality, and so that becomes a column of light, that when you get to your higher self suddenly it opens up and therefore it raises the vibration of your consciousness. As you arrive here, you can look around. Some of you just feel what this energy is for you. Be open to receive. Be open to what is here for you. You then follow that thread of energy that takes you directly into your soul. You as your soul are a massive energy. The part of your soul that you align with that is associated with the earth is an aspect of your entire soul which resides out within the universe. There are some of you that have almost your entire soul located here in alignment with the earth, depending on whatever your intention is in this lifetime. Take a look around. You are at an even higher vibration than your higher self. This is where you may see past lifetimes. This is where you might see relationships with other people. This is where you can feel the unlimited love from the Goddess source energy. But it is coming to you through your soul, whereas I am speaking to you as an aspect of that, but from a different source. I, the Goddess, walk in and amongst each one of you. As I reach out to embrace you, my energies merge with you. As our energies blend together, it moves everything into the all that is. The all that is a state of consciousness. It is a place that has been created not only by this group, but by the many, many other people that like to move into a higher frequency in order to experience life from a different perspective. We utilize the all that is as a place of looking at potentials. A place where you can heal anything you need to heal within you. It is a place where you can also experience the vibrations and the changes and the frequencies, whatsoever that may be. Look around. Look around at what this is. I had a few thoughts about this evening, and what I thought would be good for you, and one idea is I'd like to take you through the timeline as it has been on Earth. Stay right here where you are in what is called 2025, and, as if opening up, look at your life. Maybe you'll see some of these experiences that you are in the midst of right now. But more importantly, feel what this energy is to you. Some of what I'm hearing is it feels light, it feels transparent, it feels electric, or even it feels as if there is a soft breeze that is moving through. As if you are moving through time, space, reality. Let's grab the year 2020. There was a lot that took place that year, so many of you have specific memories of experiences, and as we come from 25 down to 20 immediately there is a lowering of the frequency. In some ways it dipped way down because that was a potential, that massive control and manipulation was going to be a permanent thing on the earth. I knew that earth would rise above it, that you managed to rise above it, but the majority of humans did not. So, if you're looking at 20, there's a lot of fear. There's a lot of anxiety. So, look at what was going on in your life at that time. Let us shift now to 2012. In some ways, the vibration was a little higher than 2020 because 2012 was the opening of a massive doorway in a portal that allowed the solid, continuous influx of light. Let's go back to the year 2000. Again, there was a sense of a constriction. Let's look back at 1980, again, constriction. 1950, again restriction. I believe you get the message, so we're going to start with whatever the year was in which you were 25 years old. For some it might be right now. But when you were 25 you were living. Probably pretty independently. Probably had a job of some sort. Perhaps you were in a relationship. So look around at what was happening on the planet when you were 25 years old. This is not as I anticipated. So, as I said, that there are so many of you that are what they call the indigo. Not children, but the indigo people. That when I said where were you at 25, there was a massive expansion of light. It was all of those that were born, that brought, that and that did not get bogged down in the everyday reality. For others where their year of 25 was more in the 60s and 70s, or even the 50s, there was a drop down in your frequency. So, if anyone can look at the group as a whole, you can see how important it was for this generation of people to come in with a higher frequency. Okay, I'm going to shift the gears again. Let's come back now to 2010, which was the time when another group of high vibrational beings came in. Probably 2000 they started to 2005. Look at the planet in the year 2010, and look at the collective consciousness. Many of those that came in as the indigo leveled off, and there were a great number of children that came in, and what I see happening is they were pushed down, pushed down, pushed down. There were others that were struggling to just be their light, to be their presence, and they had to struggle. But now come forward once again to 2025, and let's look at that energy. By experiencing those previous years you can truly feel exactly how transformative the vibration is right now. For all the millions of people that were suppressed. Some because of medications. Some because of the consciousness. Some because of society beliefs. Whatsoever it was is, as if when we look at everyone now, and especially from the last 2 years, everyone is shedding those restrictions. This is my perspective from looking at the collective of people. Let's come back into you now. As if you see right out in front of you, perhaps, as if on a screen, if that's easier. Look at your life and then look at the vibration behind what is happening in your life. Indeed, there is a huge transition as you look at your life, and you see it with your everyday reality, but then you look at the energy, sometimes there's a separation. Open up. Understand that as you connect into your life from that expanded consciousness, you begin to see certain things that you can let go. Begin to see potentials that you did not think were possible. If you could choose anything in your life from this higher frequency, what would it be? I love it. There's so many of you that are reaching up into the side and bringing a potential into the now moment. Perhaps it's a relationship. Perhaps it's a new home. Perhaps it's a new job. Consider, if you will, the transition that you have gone through as you look back at your past, and as you look at where you are right now. Interesting, I see several of you that feel as if nothing has changed over the years. And if that is the case, I'm going to invite you to open up your consciousness, let go, clear out whatever may be keeping you in a limited perspective. As society looks at their life to the higher vibration, or the higher frequency, it sends out waves of energy that allows for others to do the same. And there's other people continue to send out these waves of frequency, and there's more people awaken. It all works together, strengthening the energies of the earth. Feel what that is. Allow yourself to know what needs to be done. The thing about ascension is that it is happening, and nothing is going to stop it. The energies coming in from their universe, in the form of solar flares, the energies coming in from their universe, in the alignment between the planets, that is all going to happen whether you make one choice or another. So choose what brings you joy. Choose what makes you feel good. Choose whatever makes you feel lighter in your everyday life. Awesome. As I said that, as I was watching you, I saw so many people letting go of what they were stuck in the past. You've heard me say it before that you are the creator of your life. You create your life when you make choices of what you do want to have. You create your life when you are very clear, sending messages to the universe of what it is that you seek to have. You can also be the creator of your life by not showing up, by ignoring, or by doing things that hold you back. So you can create through something positive and uplifting, or you can create through lack. And quite frankly, the more of this vibration on the planet, it's almost as if it's harder and harder to create through lack, because there is so much, there's such abundance of the light, energy, and light frequency. You can do this in your own life. You can do this as you reach towards your communities, or the collective consciousness. Just going to kind of send a ball of energy through the all that is just to kind of clear out everything that we have been talking about and about. As you stand here within your space, simply be open and feel the love of your own soul wash through you. Just opening you to greater clarity. This is filling you up with unconditional love, so that as you look outward, you look through the eyes of love and abundance and completion. It opens up the doors that you don't even see at this now moment. That's an idea. For the next few days or weeks, or however long you wish to do it, with everything that you consider from the back of your mind, say, but be bigger, and see how it might expand whatever it is that you are thinking about. As you go into work and you're working with your co-workers, and maybe brainstorming through the words, think bigger, and then begin to look outside the box for solutions. As you're considering changes that you may want to make at home, think bigger. I say this simply as a means that will allow you to be in a more expanded state. You could of course think, I'm in a more expanded state, what does this look like? But think bigger is a little easier. As you consider everything that you've been looking at, I invite you to come back together as a group and form a circle where everyone is interacting with each other. There are light beings that are mixed in with all of you. You create a column of light where you see that hologram of the earth come up within. As that hologram comes up within this column of light, each one of you infuses that perception you have of the much higher vibration on earth. You infuse whatever you may consider manifesting into the hologram. As this happens, the hologram itself begins to turn and spin. It sends off its own light. Sometimes it's almost as if it sparkles. Sometimes it's a soft, loving green, blue, pink, or purple. There's an aspect of that goes out into the universe, anchoring with those that assist humanity. Then the remainder, that hologram, goes down through that column of light. It goes down onto the earth plane, and, as it does so, it's going through the collective consciousness, and clearing out those old beliefs, those old energies, that no longer support humanity. That hologram goes all the way down into the center of the earth, anchoring within. As it does, it then reverses, and it comes back up. It comes up through the many layers of the earth, and you manifest your own alignment coming up to where you anchored into the earth. It comes up moving through the water, in the grass, the trees, the flowers. It's available much more so in the collective consciousness, so that anybody can tap into it. You then bring the remainder of your own consciousness. You move from the all that is, you go back to your soul, Come back through your higher self, and then you anchor back down where you are in this physical reality. Take a moment as you're bringing your energies here together to just consider what your life has been, and the many changes that have taken place. Consider your response every time there was a new rise in the vibration of the planet. Consider where it is that you would like to see your own life moving to, and in doing so assisting all of humanity. During these meditations I work with each one of you so that you can feel more and more and more what it is to be in a different frequency. So that you can open up to feeling what it feels like here, what it feels like there, or just your inner knowing, whatever that may be. So, if you consider looking back over the last several months, how everything is about helping you to open up your senses, to open up your potentials, and to live fully in these higher vibrational frequencies, that flow and movement that you feel every day becomes easier and easier. Everything becomes more transparent. So, if you still feel as if you're stuck, and like movement is hard, then breathe in the light, breathe in the energy, and let that disperse around you so that you can feel more and more the life and the love of this unconditional love. Beloved, know that I am ever with you and within you. And so we source arrayoflight.com. The other videos are in the